Spectre tried everything that they could do to try to make James Bond into a continuity based story. And it never works. It only worked when Marvel did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen Spectre?
I have not cared to watch that film, to be
And
honest with
that's
you.
yeah, you're not missing a whole lot. You're not really missing anything, man. Like,
I'm a Daniel Craig fan of this
hmm
James Bond era, and I still
hmm
was like, I'll pass. You know,
okay. So the biggest issue, there's a couple issues there. So Blofeld, the character of Blofeld, is the most well-known villain within James Bond lore. Across the classic era, there's been three or four different actors that portrayed the character of Blofeld. He's the lead of this organization called Spectre, which, for all intents and purposes, Spectre was Hydra. Spectre was like the Cobra unit from G.I. Joe.
gotcha.
Um, a shadowy organization with the bad guy at the helm. I believe the villain from Inspector Gadget was inspired by Blofeld, with the cat and everything like that. The most common riff on the character of Blofeld was Doctor Evil from Austin Powers.
Oh, interesting. So that's where they got the inspiration from.
Yep. So they casted. Oh my goodness, and everybody's seen this from a mile away, right? The actor's name is escaping me right now. He's a damn good actor. Christoph
Chris
Waltz.
Christoph
Yes.
Waltz. There we go.
Yes. So in the marketing leading up to this movie, Spectre, everyone knew that with him being casted, he was gonna end up being Blofeld.
He looks the
But
type.
they did the exact same thing when The Dark Knight Rises came out. They casted Marion Cotillard. I know I said her name wrong, but they casted her and then intentionally gave her character a different name, even though you knew she was Talia al Ghul. When it hit, the reveal didn't really matter because at the end of the day, she was only there for that reason. You knew she was there to be that character, right?
Yeah, for those in the culture who knows.
Yep.
For your average moviegoer, maybe not so, but yeah.
They did the same thing when they casted Benedict Cumberbatch for the Star Trek movie.
Oh yeah, I
Every
remember that.
Everybody knew he was going to be Khan, right?
common common knowledge for anyone who's up to date on the culture on that
Right.
shit.
Everyone knew he was going to be Khan, but they told us he wasn't going to be Khan, and then he ended up being Khan. Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways, digress. Back to Spectre. So, the main theme of this movie is that this character who goes by the name Franz Oberhauser is supposed to be the architect behind all of these bad things that are happening to this version of James Bond, going back to Casino Royale.
Hmm.
So, kind of, it makes it to where you can't go back and watch Casino Royale or even Quantum of Solace if you choose to do that, or Skyfall. It makes it to where you can't go back and watch those movies now without assuming or thinking, oh, well, it was him all along.
Kind of a little bit of a retcon, so to speak.
Exactly. And the issue there is that was never what the 007 series of movies was about. It was never meant to be that at all.
Hmm.
Aside from them telling us one thing, even though we knew he was going to end up being Blofeld in the first place, like, it's a waste of time and it takes away from, I think, actually being able to do things that are meaningful and allow that character to flourish. You know what I mean?
It was contrived. That's what you're saying.
Very much contrived because Spectre is really just Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Hey, just like that, huh? Oh
Yep.
yeah, I can see it. The Hydra organization, the bait and switch that Bucky Barnes is Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see
And
that.
and and the thing is, it gets to a discussion of why would I want to watch this if I've already seen a better version of it. If
Mm.
there's already a better version of what this is setting out to try to be, what's the point in investing 2.5 hours into watching this movie here? Like, I went into 2015 Spectre, I went into it with high expectations because I enjoyed Skyfall. And I mean, Batista did his thing. Dave Batista did his thing in that movie, even though he had no lines. He didn't speak a single word of dialogue in that movie at all.
Right, classic tough goon role, right?
Yep, but he did his thing, man. Like as the silent but deadly, big, brawny, heavy.
He was a
Oh yeah,
bodyguard archetype.
absolutely. He did his thing in that movie, but it gets back to what I was saying. Like with this series of movies, I'm not saying there's an identity issue, but you could see that I think they're clutching at straws here. Now, with this newer movie called No Time to Die, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm gonna go see it whenever we can actually get to a movie theater.
2022.
Right. Like, if you've seen the trailer for this movie, you kind of understand what I was getting at here. But I feel that they're doing the same kind of bait and switch with the villain in this new movie, No Time to Die. I've never seen the show Mr. Robot. Have you seen that show before?
No, I never seen it.
Okay. The villain in this new James Bond movie, the actor's name is I believe his name is Rami Malek or Rami Malek. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor in oh man, I want to say 2019 because for the role he played as Freddie Mercury. So he's definitely an accomplished actor. The same way that Christoph Waltz was a two-time Academy Award winner. Even going back to Javier Bardem when he was in Spectre. So the casting so far has been up to snuff as far as I'm concerned with the James Bond villains for this current era, right?
Okay.
But okay, Doctor No was the original villain in the first James Bond movie, and maybe this is a reach, but it is very possible that the same bait and switch that they just did with Spectre and Christoph Waltz being casted as a different character and turning out to be Blofeld could be happening again with this current James Bond villain being revealed as another James Bond villain, Dr. No, even in the title, No Time to Die or whatever, right?
Okay.
But if you go back and watch the trailer for this new James Bond movie, man, the thing that bothers me the most is that it doesn't look like James Bond. This looks like the Fast and Furious James Bond movie.
Oh man, yeah. Ever since we got into this new era, everyone's been biting off that style, and it's just not even appealing to me anymore.